The first game is considered an admin. Possibly it's considered a red pastor. So that means can't see everything. There should be two. You see scholars? You don't see scholars question? You don't see scholars questions at all? And the people are already joining in. I'm gonna make an announcement right now. Everyone, not really, not yet. We go live in 10 minutes. We played Maple Story. I played it for 20 years. Let me set it up again. Alright, it's almost 10 minutes, 8 minutes now. Just everyone. Oh shoot, look, 8 minutes. So add its hashtag really long. Oh, I actually can't tag the thing. I can actually type it in. Start in line. Really? Richard, I can't tag channel. That's it.
And his name is John C. And his name is John C. And his name is John C.
Bruh.
All right, hello, hello, hello.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Do you hear me clearly?
Check 1 2 1 2.
All
I hear
right,
you.
cool,
You hear
cool.
me?
Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Perfect. We're live on Twitch as well.
Yes, checking the Twitch right now. We got a lot of support happening on Twitch. Hoping you guys can hear us nice and clear. If somebody could just give me a what up, or yeah, I think you guys can hear me. I think you guys can hear it clearly. Cool,
Amazing.
cool.
Okay, this is very exciting for us. This is huge. Huge for the guild, huge for the community. And this is our third AMA.
Yes.
Can't believe it.
It seems like they've been coming faster and faster every time, but you know it is 1 month apart, but it's crazy. It's crazy every time. I think I'm just as excited as some of our scholars and community when AMA comes around. So the day is finally here.
Exactly. I just want to give a few shout outs to some of our scholars and some noticeable people. Shout out to our first scholar, Daniel. He's been here since day one. He's been here at the beginning. He dealt with all the changes, just like Thomas, Naive, Santoro. Shout out to Fraud Frappe for the amazing live streams that he's been doing. He's our only scholar that's been added to our stream cord notifier.
Yep.
Huge shout out for that. Shout out for Giles for always being very active with us in social media. Shout out to Air Nico, his artwork, and like the amazing work that he's continuing to do, even though his computer is down, he's still making better work than I could ever do. And shout out to Nick Boy, right? Like always active, always here, always asking questions, and always responding.
Yep. Some shout outs to some extra shout outs. Shout outs to Aqua's, the man that does it all. He's put a lot of his community on his back as well. It was starting on Twitter and now even more in the Discord chat, helping us moderate a lot of things. Shout out to Alex, grinding hard from the beginning. Came in not knowing so much, but now is doing a great job. Shout out to War Daddy. Definitely not insane. Just Kevo, Luna, C, Geos, Missy, Gino. I mean, the list goes on. We got Sunyan, also in the house. We got Reg. Shout out to Jasper, Piggy Chloe, Bunchek, Yon Yoni. Yon Yoni. You told me how to say it, but I'm missing it now. But I'm gonna have to check on that again. We got a few more. We got shout out to Jay, Shia, Gabby, Geo Nicole, J.A. Neon, and Kenshin. So all our oh wait, no, we still got some more. We got some more. We got I think we've got two more that I'm missing right now.
We got G and Joshua Gill.
Yes, G and Joshua Gill.
Two sponsored scholars. Yes, shout out to everybody who's been a major part of this Discord, right? Like every single scholar here has made this Discord what it is right now, and I would never give up any of you.
Yes, you all.
I would literally would like do anything to have every scholar that we have now because they've all been hugely critical in this Discord. So we thank you for being a part of our community, our scholarship, our Discord. Thank you for just being here.
I agree. You all have very unique personalities. I mean, I have an image in my head of everybody. May not be the actual one in person, but it's great to have each and every single one of you here so far.
Yeah. So I just want to say welcome to everyone who's listening to our third AMA. I just wanted to take this time to again thank for all our scholars, but also our future scholars as well. Thank you to everyone who's been boosting the Discord server. Thank you to everyone who's a GA subscriber. Thank you for everyone who's just remained active on our social media platforms as well. Like, we see you and we hear you. And all of you have been extremely beneficial for this entire community. And for introductions, I'm Ryan. I know many of you haven't heard my voice before, so it's the first time hearing it. But you've always seen me on Discord typing away.
And for those that don't know, my name is Travis. I think Ryan, they also say your mic might be too low, might be a little too low.
It might be.
But yeah, my name is Travis. So for those that don't know me, well, I'm one of the co-creators of Generation Axie. My journey started in the crypto space early of last year, early 2020. Mostly researching into Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big crypto before kind of getting into some altcoins later down the line. Tried some investing, some leverage trading, all that jazz until I came across Axie Infinity sometime in September, October. Gave it a whirl. Asked Ryan to join me. We were testing it out differently, but back then we just took the 3 cheapest Axies. So we took 3 floor Axies to start playing and learning the game. And it's been kind of love and growth for the game since. So lots of yeah.
Yep, I had 4 Axies the first time I played. Yeah, definitely investing into 4 Axies wasn't the right move. I didn't understand the game. I couldn't get far in adventure mode. I couldn't win a single PvP game. And I was just wondering, I'm like, why is my team so trash? And then I realized that I bought 4 Axies.
Yeah.
And that's when like the whole deeper meaning and understanding of getting into Axie Infinity as a whole really woke me up. Because at first I just I was told about this game and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy some Axies, but now I'm really invested into this game and I really understand the like fundamentals of what makes a good team.
And things were all different back then. Back then, birds were dominating the whole game. If you didn't have a bird, you wouldn't win. Almost like if you don't have a, you know how Terminators were dominating last seasons. That's how all birds were dominating last season. It's just there wasn't enough of them, and yeah, I guess the speed advantage, the damage advantage was just too crazy. But things change over time, so you got to adapt, and the game grows, whether you see it or not, on a day-to-day basis. But on month-to-month basis, it really changes and adapts based on the community and the way that the Axie team pushes the game.
Definitely. So we're gonna cover 3 topics in this segment of the Discord. We're gonna talk about the guild's past, the guild's present, and the guild's future. So for the guild's past, Travis, I'm gonna let you start it off.
Yeah. On the past, well, the guild, we did start. I believe the date was May 17th was the first day we officially started Generation Axie. It may have been also we got our logos set up. We got a website. Ryan opened up the Discord. We started making the Twitter accounts. Everything was around May 17th, and that was the early beginning. We were trying to find out good percentages. We were looking at competitive percentages. There wasn't too many scholarships at that time. We were mostly comparing ourselves to YGG and a few others that were listed on a site, maybe 10 others that were listed on a site.
Yeah, exactly.
So just getting all the base down. Now, one thing we did want to make sure is that we kept super organized. So we didn't just totally jump into giving out scholarships. We wanted to make sure we had a good framework. We have good organization of our Axies, of the wallets. Luckily, the Ronin upgrade was right around that time too. So we're going to see how we can work this with Ronin and and make sure everything would go smoothly for when we expand later on.
Exactly. I've never seen this Discord this busy, like just on all channels, compared to what this Discord looked like, compared to what our social media looked like. A lot of you have really embraced us over these last few months, and I could say few months, but it's really been 3, and we started halfway through May. So it really shows the type of reaction, what's going on, and yeah, like in the guild's past, we've onboarded. We completed the Genesis tier.
Yeah.
We've added a lot of people to first scholars. We have unlocked the ability to take on sponsored scholar sponsors of official like sponsored people who have Axies or who just want to sponsor a team through us, and we've built that trust and that relationship. So we can actually manage their Axies for them, and they fully trust us, and we fully trust them.
For sure.
And we've also did managers, right? We're looking for managers. We're also allowing our scholars to look into that path because we know that was a very popular idea among scholars. Even when we first started, I think it was Thomas who originally came to me and he's like, "I want to sponsor a team. How do you do this? Let's get moving on this. Like, what's the idea? What's the plan?" And I didn't even have an answer for Thomas. I didn't have anything. So now that I have these answers, the page is built, the full model, it shows that like we did a lot in these last 90 days.
For sure. I think we've grown a lot faster than we imagined originally at the beginning. We are adapting to the growth and adapting the plans and numbers accordingly. We still do have plans that we've made originally on day 1 that we're still looking to execute. Most of them will be beneficial for you guys, but there are still some, I wouldn't say hidden plans, but there are still some plans out there that we do plan on executing as we go along the line from the beginning. Which kind of brings us to the guild's present. Well, presently we're at 34 scholars in total. I know on Twitch I haven't updated that number in a while because I will update it after today's AMA once we announce our newer scholars. But as of today, we're at 34 scholars, going strong. Our Discord is almost about to crack 5,000 wonderful members. Our Twitter, I think, is around 14,000 followers. We don't really pay attention to how many followers we have on Twitter, only maybe major milestones. But presently, we are definitely growing. We're definitely being more recognized around the Twitterverse, the Metaverse, the Axie universe. As you guys, I see you guys are some of them are mentioning it in Twitch chat that we did make it onto CoinGecko's list of scholarship opportunities, number 19. If you see it on that tab, so there's a lot of good things that are happening for us right now. But of course, you know, with me and Ryan, we continue to push and continue to break boundaries for for the future of Generation Axie.
Exactly. This month we hit 100K SLP. I know you were telling me.
Oh yes.
That we passed it, but this is still a huge milestone for us.
Yes. And just to throw some numbers there, it took I think almost 2 months, so maybe a month and a half to 2 months to hit 100K SLP as a guild total. And believe it or not, we just broke with some people clearing their daily quest yesterday. We just broke 200K SLP, so it is revving up. It's revving up fast. I guess our next big milestone would be that 1 million SLP mark, which would be absolutely huge.
It would be huge. We have some scholars that are farming 178 SLP a day.
Easily,
right?
yeah.
That is the type of axes that we give, and shout out to all those scholars that are using their axes to their fullest, because even look at some of the scholars in their teams. I was like, I wish I had this axe on my team, because some of you are just dominating PvE and PvP. When I see some of you talk about, oh, I'm doing this much a day, that a day, I'm looking at my own account and shame. I'm like, you guys are getting 160 up.
Yeah, not to add too much hype, but there are some of these future teams for the scholars that would be picked out today are going to be pretty interesting. For example, somebody's going to be running almost a Poison Gang team. If you're on the stream, we have a Poison team. I'm thinking it'll work out. Of course, you never really know until you play. There's a Horn team, a Poison Gang team. You know, some of the regular double aquatic plants. A couple mech / beast, dusk, aquas. But some pretty cool combination teams. Now, we don't have any thick Axies out there, but I saw one. Almost going to buy one just because he was thick. But we have some pretty interesting teams, some pretty good combinations that are going to come out for these scholars coming in to join GA after this AMA or during this AMA.
Speaking of axes, we were originally known for building our double aquatic plant teams. Are we changing that up? Are we moving away from it?
Yeah, so originally we almost went purely double aquatic plant because we knew of its consistency and adaptability to the meta. But it does seem like a lot of people are overexhausting the double aquatic plant team, and there are a lot of reptiles coming into meta. So instead of going into reptiles with the crew, we are testing out how an aquatic and beast / mech team would work to counter the reptile. But of course, as metas changes, everything cycles back around. If beasts are coming back in, then aquatics will be strong again. Since reptiles are in, beasts will be strong. When people realize beasts are strong, then aquatics and birds will be strong again as well. So it cycles around. We're just trying to move slightly now ahead of the meta, but we do know it cycles back around. So at the end of the day, we're just trying to expand our pool so that there's always some people in an advantage for the meta.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that the fact that we're switching up our breeding lines a bit more and we're creating different type of farms will allow people to have a different team and they can talk to one another and strategize with one another. Because at first we were really deciding we're just gonna stick with double aquatic plants, but as the meta changes, as the game changes, bringing on beast mechs and also Poison Gang teams, I think would be huge for a lot of people.
For sure.
The guild's future, guys, what kind of things are we expecting to see in the future? What type of ideas that we have going on, our
Ah.
concepts. What's going on?
Well, our first goal is to get to 50 scholars, and we will be right around that
Mhm.
corner. After today, we won't hit it just yet, but we do want to hit 50 scholars. And from that point, we may invoke somewhat of a slowdown, not a stop, definitely not a stop. We never stop here, but definitely a slowdown, so that we can do a pressure test on GA. So
Mhm.
we'll slow. We won't be doing big batches like the big batch we're going to do today, but we'll be doing a slowdown. We're gonna see if we can invest in other not other places, but other things within the Axie universe. Perhaps prepare for some land gameplay. Perhaps get some items for land, or try to see how we can get ahead of the game as far as the game is developing to. Along with
Mhm.
that, we do have a whole bunch of plans that we will get through today with our current scholars and community as well.
Exactly. Because as a guild, it's very important for us to own land, and it's very important for us to be able to provide land for our scholars once land gameplay comes out. Because land gameplay is a PVE focused future, and there will be some PvP on land gameplay. I'm not denying that part at all. But from what I've read, if you read the white paper on Axie Infinity, knows that land gameplay is going to be a huge part, and it's not just SLP you'll be able to earn.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to earn, example sticks. You'll be able to earn buckets of water. You'll be able to earn these various different types of items, which you can also sell as well
Yeah.
for your share.
Yeah, for what I know, yes, like the items you mentioned, there'll be ores, there'll be stones, there'll be gold, there'll be all of this on land gameplay will be really cool. Everybody will be able to farm, but I know for sure if we have a land plot or a set of land plots and the GA fam farms on that land plot, I believe there would be extra revenue, extra items coming into us that we can further help you guys succeed. So it's definitely something that's still
Exactly.
up in the air. That's not completely confirmed, but we definitely want to prepare for it and have GA's foot in the door for when that comes.
Yes, and for scholars, we've talked about this before, and a few people have asked me personally, and have asked you personally. We're going to be talking about for a bit here what happens after 50 scholars. Like the 50th, the big 50 is what me and Travis have talked before in the past about this. And there's a lot of things that we have to tackle on in our task list for after the 50th scholar. Like what Travis said, we're going to be doing a slight slowdown a bit, but we're still going to be adding people, of course. But again, not these mega batches as we were doing before. But there is a lot of things that we have to do as a guild. Like what Travis said, land gameplay. We're hoping to be doing a few guild internal events. We're hoping to allow our Genesis scholars. This is enter a question from what Aqu was asked about the Genesis scholars. We hope to be creating a pool of axes where we hope our Genesis scholars will be able to pull from, and they'll be able to change their axes, maybe add one axis to their team for a temporary bit, just so that we can have some of the features of what our other larger guilds have.
Yes.
So um, all the ideas that we have heard from everyone, including situations with the moderation team and with the peacekeepers. We hear you. A lot is happening after
Mm-hmm.
the 50th scholar, and after that, we'll just catch up. Really, like we've been on this train going full speed, and we have no breaks. So right now, we're trying to rebuild as we continue to go forward for the
Exactly.
future.
So yes, so there will be a more not more there'll be more of a focus of internal things within the community, like Ryan was saying, perhaps giving some opportunities for the competitive scholars to add or change some axes, but as well as we are growing and we're growing really rapid, we do thank a lot of the moderators and peacekeepers for helping keep Discord the way it is. So we are also planning out how we can have compensation for those workers, because it is becoming work for you guys. I know you guys love helping the GA fam, but it is also a lot of work to go through backlogs and make sure everything is neat and tidy. So things like that, we definitely can take a break off rapid expansion, still continue with the expansion, but take a break from the rapid expansion so that we can pay back to the people that have been building this community so far with us.
Exactly, and we thank you so much for everything. Like huge shout out to the mod team and the Peacekeepers. You guys have been critical for keeping this Discord in top shape. As much as I am able to look at everything and see everything, it is always amazing to hear that the mod team is like, "Hey Ryan, you saw this," even though I did see it half an hour ago, and I'm like, "Yeah, Awkward is gonna message me about this in like 30 seconds." It's just awesome to see, knowing that I can like close Discord for a second and everything will be okay. Yeah, for the internal events, we have kind of a big announcement. You'd say it's a big announcement.
Yeah,
it is a big announcement. So we are having our very first guild event for all of our scholars.
Yeah.
So this guild event would be called Frostine Frenzy. So Frostine's Frenzy is a is a series of guild events under the Frostine Frenzy's name. So we hope that with this guild event that Travis will tell you about, we hope it will really create some fun within the scholars.
Yeah. So for the first Frostine's Frenzy guild event, it is titled the Chimera Carnival. And what it's going to be, we're not going to separate. Yeah, we kind of are going to separate divide into two teams. There was going to be basically a Team Ryan and a Team Travis. And what it is, it's going to be a competitive farming event. So we're looking to see which team is going to farm the most SLP in one pay period. So this, just so you guys know, this event would start August 15th. To allow all the new scholars that we announced today to catch up, level their Axies to prepare. And as far as the prize pool, as far as the prize, so the winning team will divide a prize. No, sleep gang. Will provide. The winning team will be able to split a prize pool of SLP. The number is still undetermined right now. But what is also super enticing is the top farmer prize.
Exactly. What is the top prize? I'm farming so hard. What's the prize, Travis? Tell me, because you guys are making me do this extra work. Tell me what it is.
Yeah, so what it is, there's going to be two prizes for the top farmers. So, one prize each. The two prizes and the top farmer on the winning team gets to choose first. So of the two prizes, there's either 100% SLP claim for your next pay period, or prize number 2 is 40 energy for the next pay period. So we would add 7 Axies to your account so that you can be at 40 energy. And those are the two prizes for the top farmers. The top farmer on the winning team gets to choose first, and the top farmer on the losing team gets the second prize. They're both great prizes, but we're going to give the option to the top farmer on the winning team. And of course, the winning team also shares a prize pool of SLP as well. So the Chimera Carnival,
exactly.
we're going to have an announcement within the Discord. More information about it too later on, but that would be the first of many Frostine's Frenzy guild events.
Exactly, and this prize pool is depending on the amount of people who sign up. Not every scholar is required to participate in this event.
Yeah.
So don't stress if you're not interested in doing this, but it's for those who want to sign up. And also, the scholars we're about to add will also be able to participate in this event.
So it's going to be a big event.
Brand new future scholars, you will get 2 weeks to level up your account and start playing. So I'm very curious to see who out of this new batch is going to be interested in trying this guild event with us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is our first official guild event. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have team colors. We're going to have artworks,
Yeah.
and we're going to have like a daily update to show the current team status.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope this event ends up being fun for you guys. It's going to be really going to be really an interesting event.
I wonder if we're gonna have channels for each team too, separate channels for each team to strategize. That might be something, something too.
I want something channel because like the people on my team, I know that I give the best farming advice.
Okay.
I find research sources, and Travis is more like, yeah, this is who I am.
Nah. We're gonna. My team's gonna get the edge because we're gonna get those bonus SLPs from PvP. That's the goal. And hey, I'm sorry if my advice gets a little wonky for people on Ryan's team. Maybe I'll tell you to put the bird front line or put your bird front line. So it'll probably help you out. But yeah.
We're gonna have a registration form soon, and whoever's interested in signing up, you'll definitely have that ability. So now for this segment of the of the talk, it's free talk, Travis. Do you have anything you want to say? Anything you want to like talk about that was on your mind?
I just want to add. I really want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for all the support. It really is fun. It is something cool to work on every day. Growing the Gas Fam and seeing the little things that are happening within our Discord. I'm seeing some movie nights. I'm seeing some singers, some artists, there's just a whole bunch of talent and a whole bunch of kind of a family feel within the Discord, and I love seeing it. I love how what we've created, but what you guys have grown and developed to be Gas Fam.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to add, Ryan?
And like, I just want to say that I love the art channels. I love the poetries, the music, the community art. I love reading it. I love reading the poems that I can read that are in English. I have attempted to translate some of the non-English ones so I could actually read and understand. But I appreciate it. Like I love seeing the artwork. Like I love seeing the poetry was such a good channel, and I'm glad the community came up with this. And I'm glad like I'm experiencing all this artwork, all the music. Sometimes I'll just listen to some of the tracks that everyone uploads onto the music channel at work. I'm at work, just on my computer. I'll just say, hey, let me throw on a track by someone on the guild. So, all of you for being here. Shout out to the No Sleep Gang. You guys are growing way too fast. There's a whole like other army here that is growing, and I feel like No Sleep Gang is going to become a dominant faction within Generation Axie. But No Sleep Gang, there are talks of a rival gang being built underneath. So maybe not all of you are 100% for Sleep Gang. So you guys should watch each other's back.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of gangs, I also got to give a shout out to the Green Gang, all the subs to my Twitch channel. Thank you guys for the support. It's really not mandatory for anyone to do that, but you guys are choosing to support. So we all the people that have subbed, all the people that have gifted a whole bunch of subs. Thank you. I love it. I love the support. Gives me even more energy every morning to come out stream. Hopefully you guys learn a little something, have some fun, get some Cardo energy, get some Cardo motivation for now. But lots of love, and we're going to be growing that channel a lot too, since more and more people are subbed. We're going to look for more features for you guys to help you guys out, to thank you for the support that you guys are giving us.
Exactly, and shout out to the server boosters.
Yeah.
I've never been a part of a Discord where people would ever boost my server. So, like, thank you to everyone who boosted the server. We weren't expecting to reach level 3 already. We thought it would take a year, but like honestly, thank you all of you. Thank you for the Green Gang. Thank you for the server booster gang. Thank you for like all of you who have just been making this Discord a really fun place. So shout outs to everyone in general chat. Shout out to all of you, like all 5,000 of you. But there are a handful of people who are just noticeable in general chat. So shout out to all of you. Some of you guys are so funny. Like I'm just reading the chats, I'm just laughing to myself at work about how hilarious some of the conversations you're having.
That's great.
So thank you for that.
You.
And now for the Q&A.
Yeah.
We're going to take some questions from some of you, and we're just going to answer them directly. A question here, Gabby, is how do you and Travis come up with the idea to build this guild? How did it start? What was the first conversation like, Travis? Like, well, what did you tell me? What did I tell you?
Yeah, so I remember it was when I bought my first 3 Axies, and that was again back in October. It was around $60 to buy a team of Axies, and my first idea was, let me play this game for a month or two. Let me get my $60 back so that I can pay off these Axies. The thing was, once I hit that $60, I wanted to buy more Axies, and I was telling Ryan, you got to try this game out. Like, I actually made some money playing this game, and it's fun. And then Ryan tried it out, and he's like, okay, he was getting a feel for it. Again, at this point, we're really into more crypto stuff, but he was getting a feel for it. And then the idea came is, wait, I know people don't want to put money to play a game, but if they realize that there's an opportunity, then they might like it. Why don't we set people up with the Axies so that they can play, and then we can split the money they earn? Because I mean, just playing a game. The game was really small at the time too.
This was before knowing any other scholarship.
Before scholarships were really even a thing, and we're thinking of doing it among our friends. So there was no worry about multi-accounting or somebody breaking the rules, because we were just gonna do it with a bunch of friends around us. At that time, though, it was all on the Ethereum network and all on MetaMask. So anytime you wanted to send Axies, there was a gas fee. And I'm sure now at this point, a lot of our scholars know what a gas fee is. So imagine every single Axie you want to send to somebody, there's a $10 to $15 gas fee. As well as every time you want to claim SLP, there's a gas fee, and every time you want to swap, it was quite expensive if the person wasn't committed. And so well, the system to organize it was not as strong. So the idea rooted from there, and then from we revisited the idea probably 5 months later to actually start Generation Axie.
I fully agree. I'm so happy we're off the Ethereum network and now we're on the Rodent sidechain.
Mm-hmm.
It's made everything so much faster, so much smoother. Flat Floppy asked, what's the hardest obstacle you faced and probably will face? Our hardest obstacle, I believe, is excess skyrocketing to $100. I think the way AXS is going, the more expensive it's getting. It's every time AXS goes up, every time all of you see AXS increase in price, that's harder for someone else to start a scholarship.
Yeah.
Like every $10 adds a lot to just seeing AXS go up, starting seeing price, and it's hard because you have to balance between buying Axies and breeding Axies and what makes the most sense. Right, because there are some breeders out there who will just breed endlessly, and then they're buying AXS at the top price, which is causing prices to also skyrocket.
Yeah, because if you think about it, with AXS around $50, any Axie that is under $400 is actually a loss in your investment because of the AXS you burnt, the SLP you burnt, and the breed counts that you burned. So we luckily we breed some pretty quality Axies, so the investment is worth it. But it definitely was a lot easier when AXS was $10 and you needed 1 to make an Axie versus it at $40 and you need 4 to make an Axie. So it's a pretty big jump in Axie creation. But that's probably our hardest obstacle is to get the funds to do the to get the AXS to continue breeding. There's another question here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, luckily.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say that like we breed like top tier Axies. Our Axies are not necessarily PvP focused. they will do really well in PvP. But there's still more. We still breed for PvE
Yeah.
because we're all about grinding out SLP and land gameplay. And in land gameplay, PvE axes will be huge,
Mm-hmm.
hugely beneficial. Like I am 100% certain that once the future of axes starts to build out over this next year, over the next 2 years, people will notice, guilds will notice that they're going to have to convert some of their people into PvE players.
Yeah.
They're going to realize that like our teams are only for PvP.
Yeah, to add to that, I also believe there's going to be a bigger divide between PvE and PvP. The PvP is going to really become competitive esports, and that is a certain group of
Hmm.
people that will be joining that, while the bigger population will be PvE because that's the opportunities to breed the Axies, to make an income, and and to really benefit from the system built in Axie Infinity.
Exactly.
We
Yeah,
have
you
another
had another
question by
question lined
Jasper.
up?
Yeah, we have another question by Jasper. Why did you choose Axie Infinity as your way of gaining an extra income, and how has this game impacted both your lives?
Oh wow, that's a that's a really good question, Jasper. Um, why did we choose Axie Infinity? The reason why we chose Axie Infinity is Travis and I have played a lot of games before Axie, MMORPGs, all types of games, and Axie is the most built out one so far. I don't see any other blockchain game that is as built out as Axie, as dedicated as someone like GHost and Psychout, and just their Discord is always full of information. And when we saw Axie and the community itself, I'm someone who I like the game, but it's really the community that makes the game. If you've played any other game, you tend to like fall off after a few months because there is no community, there is no people around it for you to really care for. But the games that are being played, even obscure games that are not even popular, if the community is strong, the
Hmm.
game will continue. It is what I truly believe in.
For sure. And yes, for me, it's impacted. I mean, it's impacted my life as well. Earning the extra money from Axie Infinity when I'm playing, has helped out. During these times, there was a pay cut where I was working as well, and so having that extra income was very very beneficial. And I mean, creating Generation Axie has definitely impacted my life a lot because it consumes most of my time these days. But I'm very happy to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, like Axie is literally cutting. So sorry. Axie is literally cutting edge technology. There's no other game in the world like Axie, and outside from blockchain games, that can create this play to earn model because the future of gaming is play to earn.
For sure.
We have a question here from JA. There is a lot of um, um, there is a lot of play to earn games, just like Axie there. What made you think, yeah, this is it for Axie Infinity? Kind of what relating to what Jasper's question was. Um, I've learned it because no to say the Axie community. I said, yeah, this is it. For me, I didn't really care for the price of AXS. I didn't really care that much about the price of Axies and like how like other people treat it. Once I saw the community, I was like, "Yep, this is it."
Hmm. For myself, I've tried a lot of crypto NFT games and a couple play to earn games. For example, you can think of Blankos, Lost Relics. Um, I even checked out my DeFi Pet and Crypto Blades, the more newer ones. And what I find is really interesting about Axie Infinity is that just about anyone can play. You can be young, you can be old, you can be a guy, you can be a girl. It really doesn't matter. Anybody can play Axie Infinity. Some of these other shooting games are kind of male focused, or they're more PC focused, or they're more gamer focused, or they're more casual focused. So a lot of these have a niche, But what's interesting with Axie Infinity is just about anybody can find their spot in Axie Infinity, and that's along with its amazing community, along with having a big, great track record starting from 2018. It really is showing that this is the gold standard for play to earn games. I mean, it's app and PC as well, so it's super mobile and super convenient for users all around the world, and it's fun.
Exactly. We have a question um, from War Daddy here. What are your future plans with your scholars when LAN gameplay comes? Um, Future plan for scholars when LAN
Oof.
gameplay comes is there's gonna be a lot when LAN gameplay comes. As usual, Axie is gonna roll out slowly over time. The full LAN gameplay when it comes is there's going to be raid bosses. I'm fairly certain there's going to be abilities for you to, for example, chop down trees, collect water, hunt down the chimeras walking around, and a big part is what in my mind is what I understand the most is raids because I've done a raid before. I understand how it works, and yeah, like we think that if there's a raid, the scholars will be able to hop on our guild raid, and we'll all benefit. So that right now is what I'm thinking for LAN gameplay. How about you, Travis?
Yeah. Again, for me, as soon as I get the confirmation of what's happening in land, we are going to work on a plan to maximize it. You know, I love to maximize and analyze things as best as we can, but we really just want to make sure we have our spot on land and we can farm the best we can farm the most efficient so that can benefit you guys, because it really seems like farming is going to be to upgrade your Axies to, I don't know why, for what reasons, maybe to fight bigger bosses to get more better items. I don't know what it'll be. Almost like how we say farm ruin 20 because it's the most efficient for your time. There's going to be situations like that within LAN gameplay that we need to discover ourselves and as a guild, so that the whole guild can benefit. And I'm glad that we're going to have quite a team out there venturing, researching, and trying things out. But it all comes when we get more information about land.
That's a very.
Okay.
Sorry. Can you say?
Yeah. There's another. I was saying there's another question. Picky Chloe asked, "Do you have a specific criteria in choosing scholars, and is there a chance that a scholarship will be canceled or terminated? If yes, what are the possible reasons?"
Interesting.
Would you like to answer that one?
Yeah, for sure. We don't have a very specific criteria. Again, this is on purpose. We don't have a step-by-step instructions about how to get a scholarship with us because it greatly varies from person to person, and we've noticed in the past that if we create a step-by-step instruction, someone could just play that game and follow the exact instructions and they grant a scholarship and they could lead to multi-accounting. We're looking for people who are interested on the community side. We're looking for people who want to play this game, earn some extra income, and hopefully it would free up some from time so then they could focus on, example, making music, doing poetry, making artwork, anything like that. So there is no perfect step on how we choose a scholar. We do have we do lean towards obviously the more active people in the community. We have our application Discord channel, which is a task that I'm planning on taking on. I would like to create a bit more of a robust application. But I also, again, I don't want people to be able to answer 50 questions and say, oh, I should get chosen in a month or so, because we don't have that system. We choose on who is active on our channels, who's active on Twitch, who's active on social media, anything like that. And you're active, you're engaging, you're helping the community, you're answering questions, you're just talking to people because you want to be here, not because you have to. Exactly. So I don't like how some guilds feel like a job, and I understand that the income is on the par of minimum wage in many places, and I'm not denying that, but I don't want people to feel like this is like a job at the end of the day. If you want to be here, you want to be part of this community. Um, yeah, like good Axies, play Axies, join the voice channels, hang out, have some fun, and yeah, like that's what I'm hoping people will be.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're hanging out having a good time, we'll notice you. Other scholars will notice you. Other community members will notice you, and it'll be very easy for us to grant you a scholarship.
Exactly.
Yeah. Was there any other questions that you saw, Ryan?
Yes,
Oh,
I have
sorry,
a
sorry, sorry,
question.
sorry. To finish that question about scholarships being canceled or terminated. Now
Oh yes, part
we
two for
all
sure.
hope we don't have to cancel or terminate anyone's scholarship. Um, I believe we would imply a strike system. We do understand that life can get in the way of things, or servers can be down. So we are very flexible when it comes to things like that. But I think possible things that would, I mean, we don't want to terminate. That's the last thing we want to do is terminate or cancel someone's scholarship.
Yeah.
But if somebody goes perhaps maybe MIA for too long, we just have no way of contacting them, or any updates. Let's say they're just stopped farming. We have no contact with them. Or it takes very long for us to kind of get a reason. Something like that could maybe invoke some kind of strike, and if that behavior continues, then perhaps we could terminate the spot and kind of give it to some, because there's a whole bunch of people that want scholarships. So of course, if you're
Yes.
not ready to, if you're unable to, even for a reason that's not tolerable, I would say, like just no real reason at all,
Mm,
then perhaps we would terminate or cancel someone's scholarship. But like you said, we have a family here, so we do appreciate everybody and all their unique parts. So we're on your side when
exactly.
it comes to these things.
Exactly, and of course that if someone is making the community feel unwelcome or uncomfortable in any way, or if
Yeah,
the
yeah.
or if they have a toxic personality and they're coming into the Discord and like harassing some of the scholars, some of the even non-scholars too. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a scholar or you're a non-scholar. If you make someone feel uncomfortable, then you're hurting a lot more people than who you're benefiting. So in that sense, but for the most part, we've been very confident in every pick. We have made mistakes before. The people that we are picking, we have been very confident, and we have all of you to say and voice your opinions on if me and Travis are ever making a mistake, and we appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who messages me, whether it's through the chat or through in my personal messages. And I do take everyone's feedback because all of you matter. All of you do matter here.
Hmm.
I saw a question, um, um, Dios, about do you plan on adding some mods and peacekeepers through time? Right now, we're very satisfied with the size of the mod team and the peacekeeper team. We would most likely, if the guild grows significantly, how the system would work, in my mind so far, is peacekeepers can become mods, and then the general or scholar or anyone else can become a peacekeeper. But right now, we're not at that stage yet where we need to be adding more. There's currently, I believe, yeah, there's currently six mod. There's two mods and four peacekeepers, and I think that that's a relatively a good sized team. The Discord has been extremely peaceful. Definitely shout out to all the mods and all the peacekeepers. Like all of you have been a blessing to have in this Discord.
I think there's one more question we can answer now before we move on with the AMA, and we can continue with some more questions after
Mm,
all the announcements. But there's one question I see here, and a few people have asked. For example, by Ian, how do you, Travis, and Ryan, or how did you guys meet each other? Uh,
mm.
Should I
It's a
tackle on
folk
this one, or do
tale.
you want to tackle this one?
Yeah, no, it's all you, man. It's all
Okay,
you.
so Ryan and I, we've known each other, I guess now it would be for about 23 to 24 years.
Mhm.
Ryan, I originally moved to Canada from Switzerland, and when I first came here, believe it or not, I couldn't speak English either. And Ryan was the first friend I made when I went to kindergarten class, when I went to school. So,
Mhm.
decades gang. So, it's been a long time. I knew Ryan before I knew English, believe it or not. So I don't know what it was. We were playing. I think we were playing Legos together in kindergarten class. Our parents met up. I used to go to his house every day after school with his mother and sometimes seeing his sister. So I mean, we've moved around a lot within Canada, changing schools. I changed schools often.
Mhm.
Ryan changed schools quite often too, but we definitely kept contact the whole way through. So we've been friends for a long time. We've been friends for a very very long time. I wouldn't even say
Very
we
long
had too many
time.
ups and downs because I mean we've known each other for so long, so we know each other so well, and we kind of get through anything together. Yeah, so I think
Yeah, 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 for sure.
even when I was in Switzerland, we'd still be contacting each other every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every day, and we played a lot of games together, a lot.
yeah,
we,
yeah,
we were gamers. We did everything. We were just like totally playing games all the time.
yeah.
And yeah, like MMORPGs. Not really much console games that much.
No,
It
not too
was
much.
more land. No,
Console
no, I'll say
games was
land
like
games.
Wii, like when we were playing Super Smash Bros. And Guitar Hero and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Those were,
those.
but then we moved to
Yeah,
PC games for the rest of the
yeah.
time.
And that's how the story is. Now we're here.
Now we're here.
Just
Yeah,
just had an interesting question. What if the second highest farmer is also on the winning team? This is relating to the Frosting Frenzy events.
yeah. We would have to
Um,
break down the rules specifically. But
yes,
what
yes.
are you gonna say, Ryan?
I was I was actually going to say that it would be the highest farmer on the losing team.
Yeah,
That it would have to get. So it's the highest farmer on the winning team and the highest farmer on the losing team.
yeah,
So it doesn't matter if you are second place on the winning team because your competition is not just within your own team, but is also outside of it as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
believe that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yeah,
I
because I
hope
mean, the winning
that
team,
answers
you
the
already have
question.
the top farmer that helped win the team. He or she is gonna get a prize. Plus, the whole team gets to share the prize pool. So there's got to be something for at least the top farmer of the losing team. So I guess if you don't think you could be the top farmer, you kind of want to be on the weaker team and and be the top farmer there. But I mean, you
Exactly.
can't calculate that. Because we're approaching almost the 1 hour mark. Do you want to move on to the
Yeah,
next on
yeah,
schedule?
for sure.
So,
Yeah, next big announcements.
yes, okay. So before we announce our scholarship winners, I'd like to make a personal announcement to the GA fam and everybody. So it's been a few days now, but officially, I'm now full time Axie Infinity. Um, so I think this is a great feeling. This is a great opportunity. I do have to give a shout out to Geo and Psych Out, the co-founders of the game, as well as the Sky Mavis and Axie Infinity team, for making this possible. They made their dream come true, and they enabled people like myself to also follow suit. So I got to give them a big shout out. And of course, I got to share my love to the Generation Axie fam for building this community along with us. Now I'll definitely have more time to continue building, continue answering questions, continue growing our relations, continue streaming consistently, and it's yeah. I mean, it's almost a dream come true. It basically is. But I'd like to officially announce it to you guys and say thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, this is huge. Travis is going to be on Axie, on Discord, on Twitch all the time now. It's going to be amazing. This was this was an idea that we had a long time ago, and now it's actually happening. So this is huge, man. Like honestly, congratulations, Travis. Like
yeah,
this is This is amazing. This is amazing. I hope to join you soon.
Yes.
Not yet. I have to be patient. I tweeted about this. I said I have to be patient.
Stay
But
patient,
I
stay
hope to join
patient.
you
But
soon.
yes, hopefully Ryan
Be patient.
can join the full time Axie Gas fam soon too. Doing great
Yes,
things.
exactly. And now I'll always be on Discord all the
Yeah.
time, even more than what I am already.
All right, all right,
Amazing.
all right, all right, all right. So now the moment some of you have all been waiting for. 1 hour
Finally.
in, we're gonna announce the scholarship winners. Then, of course, after we're gonna continue the AMA with some other questions. But I don't know. How are we gonna do this?
How
Just a little
many?
drum roll,
How,
please.
yeah, how many?
Yeah.
How many people are we
Yes.
bringing on to the family? What's the number? We
What's
need
the
to
number?
know.
What's the number? So we've been breeding like madmen. We've been buying like madmen. This is going to be our biggest AMA giveaway so far. We are going to be onboarding a total of 13 scholars today. 13. There's going to be 13 lucky winners.
15 people.
Yes. So a plus 13. So congrats in advance to the names we're about to call out.
Ooh, so I go first?
Yeah,
Is
would you
it
like
me
to
or is
start
it
us
you?
off? Would you like to
You start
start
us
the
off?
train? Yes.
Train, you know me, I'm always in the art channels. I love the music, and this scholar is a voice of an angel. So welcome, Apex.
Apex,
Apex, if
Apex,
you're listening, if
clap
you're
it out
on,
for Apex.
welcome, Apex. Apex, you're getting your scholarship from us. You have been amazing on all the channels. I've heard amazing things of your voice on the voice channels as well. I definitely need to participate more in the voice channels. But yeah, Apex, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Yes. On to scholar number 2 out of 13. Also in the art channel a lot. One of the channels, one of my favorite channels, helping out in Discord so much. Scholar pick number 2 out of 13 will be Mitzi. Mitzi, welcome to the team. Welcome to the gas official gas
Welcome,
team.
Mitzi.
Congrats,
Welcome.
Mitzi.
Mitzi has been so patient, like really patient.
Yes, super
Thank,
patient.
thank you, Mitzi. We noticed you. We see you. We heard you. Our next scholar, a scholar that is very active in the main chat, in the general chat. Welcome, Vix,
Vix,
or
Vix, Vix, Vix.
Vix, or brackets Vapor Rub. I believe so. So congrats, Vix. You have been huge in the chat. You're always hilarious. I love watching all of you just interact with each other. And yeah, like I think Vix is going to be huge. So I think Vix is going to be such a good add-on.
Yes. Moving on to scholar number 4 out of 13. This scholar is also very talented. Has another artistic touch. Well, surprisingly, we do have quite some community artists in the group, but also great hearts, super supportive of others and their work as well. So excited to see what the future has with you and Generation Axie. So congrats to Lay. Lay, congratulations. You're our pick number 4 out of 13.
Congratulations, Lay. Congratulations. Your artwork is amazing. Your comments, your support in the art community channel is awesome. I noticed it. A lot of maybe not others didn't know so much, but I see everything, every comment on social, on the Discord, on Twitch. I see it. Welcome, Lay. You're getting your scholarship today.
Yes,
Our
today.
next scholar.
Yeah.
This scholar is extremely active in
Extremely.
nearly every channel, like very active. Like wow. Our next channel, not next channel, next scholar is going to be CYZ.
CYZ,
CYZ,
congratulations.
you were hyped. Congratulations, CYZ. You knew it was coming. You were ready. You were hyped. You felt in the air. The leader of No Sleep Gang, CYZ. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're getting your scholarship with us.
Loudmouth at 7
We hope,
hours.
yeah, something like that.
Not 7 hours,
That
but
was
yeah.
weird. But yeah, like, yeah, I hope that you stay here in the community. We hope that you build relationships with some scholars and some of the other non-scholars and have friends here.
Hmm.
So that's our goal here. We are community first. So welcome, CYZ. You got your scholarship. Congratulations.
Next up, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 13. We still got a long way to go.
Long way to go.
Winner of 6 out of 13 will go. Again, a very patient, very supportive, very active community member. Louis Yesha. Welcome to the Gas Fam official first scholar team. Congratulations.
Super active, always,
Yeah.
always active. I see on all platforms, on Discord and Twitch. I see it always active. Amazing. Um, our next scholar is going to be one of the most funny scholars, actually, hilarious scholar. This is going to Artemis. Artemis, I love your memes. They're just hilarious.
Congratulations.
Scholarship will, allow you to buy more meme generating software. Amazing. Don't stop, please, because I know that's all you dream is memes. We hope to keep you in this community as long as possible. Thank you, Artemis.
Next up, we are just breaking the halfway mark of the scholarships that we're going to add today. Now, you guys, I know it doesn't seem I'm as active on Discord, but I do like going through the chats, and I like popping my head in, and I do see a couple names that always kind of pop up. And so this guy, I really like his personality and how he helps out within the chat, and even without the recognition sometimes, been very patient with us and really seems like he's doing it out of his own heart. So congratulations, Anonymous, you're our next chosen first scholar.
Anonymous. Amazing. Congrats. Yeah, and I love having Anonymous on Discord and on Twitch. Just a blast to have. Our next scholar is this scholar just got this scholar just got gifted sub, and I want to say congratulations to Vaughn. Congratulations. I love One Piece, Vaughn. I heard you're amazing to have on voice channels as well. Super active there. You felt like, I didn't notice you because you weren't always like talking too much on chat, but I know I noticed you, Vaughn. So congratulations. You're always awesome to have on Discord.
Yes. Next up, to continue the the scholarship train, I'd like to play a little tune for you out of my mouth. So the hype master himself, the Twitch hype master, the spam gifted OG, but also the continual support and love, came in hot firing. It wasn't just the gifted subs, it definitely is not that, but it is a great positive energy that you bring. And right off, you didn't even hit the ground running because you never hit the ground, but you came in strong, you came in hard. I think the community loves you. We like to give a scholarship out to Captain Jack. Welcome, Captain Jack, to the team.
Welcome, Captain Jack. I've never seen so many people praise one person that joined already, and people are like, we love Captain Jack. We love having him here. And a lot of people really enjoy having Captain Jack around. So we want to keep Captain Jack in this community as long as possible. Again, he's just been amazing. On Twitch too, it's not just the gifted subs, but it's just like the overall vibe. I love that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So Captain Jack, you definitely earned this. Our next scholar would be It was this scholar kept changing his name. So I thought it was multiple people. Literally. Like, I didn't even know. Congratulations, Pea Shooter. It's a weird name, yeah. Just a Pea Shooter with a dream. So weird account name. He kept changing it, so he kept confusing me, and then he finally stopped. So now I was like, oh, he's been here forever. So congratulations, Pete Shooter. You're getting
Congratulations.
your scholarship today. If you're listening, congrats.
Yep, I
Congrats
see.
so
I
much.
see him. I see him on Twitch right now. Congratulations, congratulations. Hopefully, your dream can continue here at Generation Axie. Next two have been really actually really cool people, really patient people, really supportive people as well. This guy, I've seen him a lot on my Twitch. Did join Discord and also showing a lot of support there. I wouldn't say quieter, but not like doesn't stand out as far as speaking on Discord. But I do see him a lot on my Twitch, learning a lot, growing a lot, supporting a lot. We'd like to give a scholarship out to Biggie. Biggie is rich. Welcome to the
Congratulations,
fam, Biggie.
Biggie. Welcome. No Sleep Gang continues to rise. Look, awesome, Biggie. And oh, this is our last one. It's our last slot.
Yeah, all the tension and waiting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So for the final slots, this user has been another hype man, a lot of energy, always on Discord, always on the Twitch stream, always in the sub chat. This user has been very consistent since day one. So I hope I don't say the name wrong, but I just will say welcome, Ian.
Yeah,
Ian has
Ian.
a very close. Yeah, Ian it is. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Ian.
Yep.
So congratulations. Yeah, that's perfect. Congratulations to Ian. Your energy has been welcomed on this Discord. We notice you. We hear you. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of this. This has been a huge giveaway of scholarships because all of you have been extremely active and all of you have benefited this community in your own unique way. And this is why I did not want to create a step-by-step on how to get a scholarship because all of you are very different and all of you bring very different kind of energy and we love that and we want that. So thank you all future thank you for all of you. Welcome future scholars. You're going to be hearing from me within 24 to 48 hours. There is a lot of you to onboard,
Yeah.
so be patient. You will hear from me soon.
Yes. Well, we're gonna try to get you guys set up as soon as possible. This is not necessarily AMA related, but also for my streamers, for the support of the streamers, tomorrow morning I will not be streaming. I'm gonna take one day off from all this breeding, grinding, streaming. It's been a little hectic. We're gonna try to onboard you guys, get you guys set up today, so you guys can start and kind of a more relaxed day. Believe it or not, after today, I'm gonna go hang out with Ryan for the first time in definitely over a year. Definitely over a year. So we're gonna hang out this evening, spend Sunday together. So we want to get you guys set up before we do all that. So so we're gonna try to get you guys on as soon as possible. Probably gonna do it right after this AMA, get all the accounts set up and all the everything sorted out. But yes, thank you for all the guys listening. Thank you for being patient, especially Ian being the last one called. The pressure must have been crazy.
Yeah.
All hope might have been lost, but congratulations, of course. Like I said, we haven't quite hit the 50 mark, but we're gonna hit it soon, and even then, we'll still be onboarding scholars. But to be honest, a big dump like this, a big 13 scholarship dump, is unlikely in the near future. But of course, we want to pick it up once we do some pressure testing and stuff. So,
Exactly.
congratulations
More
to all
slots
the
will
winners.
continue.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to hang out here and you weren't chosen, know that there is still more slots coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We don't have an exact number, but there is still going to be people added. We have not stopped adding scholars because it's important to us, and we won't stop breeding. So we just keep breeding and we keep adding more scholars.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes. So thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Please, we noticed you guys. We really do.
Yes, so congratulations. I mean, we still have Marble Monday coming up this Monday in 2 days. There's going to be a scholarship available there. We'll still be having events and contests and stuff. So there are still going to be more opportunities. So if you were not part of this 13, don't fret. We will continue to build. That's what we do here at Generation Axie. But for sure, this is a time for celebration for those who have been with us for quite some time now, being super patient, being super active, being super helpful in the community. We're so happy to onboard you guys and see you guys through the coming months and even years.
Yeah, I'm happy that a lot of you have found friends here. I was talking to other people, non-scholars and scholars alike, and a lot of you have found friends here, and which has been very important for us, right? Like you guys can talk to one another, ask each other questions, just hang out, right? Just talk, and everyone's being super respectful of each other. Everyone's treating each other right, like with super respect, and like everyone's been and such like a blessing to have. And right, this family will continue to grow larger and larger, and we're gonna keep the same vibe, the same energy. And yeah, like honestly, we haven't stopped growing, and we're not going to stop because we want to continue to add more.
For sure, for sure. So now that the cat is out of the bag, now that you guys know who's going to be onboarded and more of our plans, we can move back to answer a couple more questions that were dropped to us in the AMA. Of course, if you have some new questions, you can also type them out, and we'll try to catch them either live on Twitch or within our AMA inbox. But thank you everybody for coming. If you have to go do something, of course, you're more welcome to run and do something. But of course, if you also have time, stick around, and we'll be answering more questions within the scholar chat question inbox.
Jesse Zables asked a question. How do you see Generation actually 5 years from now? Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh. Oh man, just thinking about that gives me shivers. Good shivers, obviously, but like, how do you see it, Travis?
5 years from now is pretty far ahead. If you think about it, this game's been here for, I guess, 3 years now, so it would be more than double its original lifetime, and has developed so much. From things that I know that the Sky Mavis team wants to work on other games where Axies would be involved in the game. They may not be the main item in the game, like in Axie Infinity, but they will be able to take part as an NFT to be cross platform, cross games. So with Axie Infinity getting so huge, that would definitely spring other games to come out of it. So I think if the big focus is to bring Axie Infinity to the top, so in 5 years from now, I mean, I really can see it as something that almost everybody wants to play or have, like almost like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Digimon, Beyblades, something to that scale. So in 5 years from now, I really think that's a very big possibility, probably even sooner than 5 years. But when it hits that 5 years, it is fully not saturated, but it is officially a thing and a part of a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, I think that Axie Infinity, I've said this before, I believe Axie Infinity is the next Pokemon.
Yeah.
I believe it is. I believe that they're going to reach a level we've never seen before, and I could definitely see people having very strong opinions on Axie Infinity and how much it's changing our idea on gaming and work. I know I'm getting a bit more out there into the abstract. In my belief, play to earn games and working is trading your time for something. You're trading your time for a paycheck. You're trading your time for food. You're trading your time for experience. Something that you're trading with a company or job, whatever. And video games has always been taking time. They never really gave anything back outside from entertainment. Obviously, entertainment, guild, you get to play. But I mean, like, you never actually got something tangible back, right? And with Axie, I could see that being a huge thing in 5 years. I could see other larger corporations take on this model. Obviously, they are going to have to deal with regulations and everything like that. But aside from that, like, I don't see Axie Infinity slowing down. I just generally don't see it.
Yeah, me neither. Uh, Ryan, what are your visions from Kuya Mars? What are your visions about the price of AXS and SLP this coming months?
Um, one of my visions is I definitely see. Okay, obviously this is not financial advice, so
Hmm.
for anyone who is interested in investing some of your earnings or like that, me and Travis did pretty poorly in some months,
Yeah.
so I just want to let you guys know we're no experts in trading, but I generally see AXS hitting $100, and SLP is a bit more volatile because as guilds grow, the dumps will be heavier.
Hmm.
So I could see SOP. Maybe there'll be a time where SOP may touch $1, and it'll create like a frenzy, and then it'll just dump back down again. But would I consider holding SOP until $1? No. AXS, I believe, is a better investment overall because there's so much use cases for it. So I think AXS may hit $100. From there, it's just all imagination. Anything beyond, if anyone is saying AXS will go past $100, they're getting more into the hopium territory, and that I wouldn't take advice for. But $100 AXS, I think, and I think that they're not going to lower the number it takes to breed, not for a bit. I think that they may do three, but I don't see them going back to a one AXS or a two AXS per breed unless the price goes so astronomical that Axie will have to respond.
Hmm.
I just think that they want to keep AXS at its own pace.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for the most part. I'm definitely more a bull for AXS. There's no number that AXS can't reach, like reasonable number that AXS can't reach, that I wouldn't be surprised. The token model is great. There's still so much coming out to it. There's still the staking aspect that's coming up, and I mean a whole bunch of things in the for the AXS ecosystem versus something like SLP. SLP is generated by players, so there's somewhat of a limit to it, as in, and more players that play, more is generated, but then more players can play. So like there's a push and pull with SLP, but I wouldn't count it as a financial investment tool because it can be generated while AXS has its
Mm.
limited supply. So I would not invest in SLP. The SLP price, I mean, it can shake for me. Personally, I don't think it can go over 50 cents, but I'm happy. I will happily be shocked or surprised, or I'll be happily proven wrong. But we'll just have to see with that movement. It also depends on the breeding mechanisms. It's really depending on how the Axie team moves with breeding Axies.
Exactly. Gamma Rex asks, how do you build this non-toxic community?
That's you, Ryan. You
Um,
got to answer that one.
ooh, yeah, building a community is hard. It's very hard. I've been a part of a lot of different types of communities, so it's definitely hard. Not it's hard to build a non-toxic one, but I think what separates us from other scholarship discords, especially why even other people from other scholarships are hanging out here. They just think we have just a better community, which they're always welcome to obviously hang out in here. Is that we get to know each other, have a little bit. Our rules are not strict. They are like we do have certain rules that we follow and we abide by. Our rules are not asking a lot of people. Like there are some discords where they require effort to follow their rules. Our rules are not really hard effort, right? Because again, like I picture this Discord as like a a place where you're bringing your friend over to your house that doesn't really know your family like that yet.
Hmm.
Like let's try to keep it a bit more respectable. Save the incident, like the jokes, and eventually as this person adapts more into our family, will eventually understand the inside jokes, and like there'll be a long community member. But there has been moments where there have been some people who who weren't sure about the rules, and it's not necessarily their fault because I didn't clarify it, and there are times where someone did something and they're like, we should deal with this person, but I realized that it's my own fault because I did not specify that. In other discords, that's completely okay. Like you could do whatever you want in other discords, but here I didn't really clarify that well. So yeah, like building a non-toxic community is just building a community of inclusion, building a community of respect, building a community where people can come in, hang out, talk to each other, and make each other laugh, and it's just a mini escape from reality, I want to say, because obviously everyone's in very different situations in their lives and where they are and who they are, but we hope that if you're having a shitty day, you can come on Discord and just talk and just joke around and like hang out. So yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of questions about a lot of battle questions and meta questions. So I'm gonna just try to knock out as many of them as possible with this little speech. For example, I see Miracle, how to play Arena with bad Axies. I see Ian, any tips to invest, triple discard bugs, off meta team comps. So a lot of questions on that. Now, of course, I'd love to cover more of this in depth during my streams, but as a general, so for some of the questions, I'm just going to try to knock them all out. For Arena, if you have bad Axies, it's really tough. It is really tough because with Arena, with PvE, you just need to have a lot of damage Axies. That's one of the reasons why we went with Aquatics, because a lot of their attacks are over 100. So when they level up, they have enough damage to break through the shields of the monsters. Now, if you have bad Axies, your best bet is really to get them to level 25 and try then, which will take a lot of time. But then if you can't beat them with that, and you can't, pray to the crit gods, if that still doesn't work, you really just need damage Axies. There's no way around it. I realized that at the beginning when I had my floor Axies, that you need good Axies to make it past arena play. There's no real way around that. Different positioning and stuff like that can't help you too much. As far as meta and off meta, of course the meta changes quite often. You could build a specific team to beat a specific meta, but then that can change as well. Like for example, Terminators were very, very big last season, and now there's some anti-Terminator teams. For example, the discard bugs and the numbing Lucretian bugs are coming back in slowly because they can totally knock out a Terminator. The problem with them is that if you're facing a healing Axie like an Anemone Aqua, or if you're facing an Axie that has ranged attacks, so like birds, or even some aquatics that have ranged attacks like the Shoal Star and a couple others, that discard bug / numbing Lucretian bug becomes pretty weak in comparison. So you've got to watch out. If you're buying a team for a specific meta, you got to be ready that you might have 2 or 3 seasons where you're not in the highest meta. So as an initial investment, that's why we push more for the PvE confirmed, and then hope to have a good season and that you're in meta. But as far as if you're an investment, I would focus more on PvE because that's where the most of your guaranteed SLP will come from.
Exactly. Yeah, Travis is really good at PvP. Like, he even tells me, even like off stream and personally, he's like, Ryan, this meta, do this, Ryan. Even I struggle, right? Like, I'm not a pro or a master in the high rank, so I'm asking Travis for all sorts of help all the time. So thank you, Travis, for being a better expert than me in PvP. Because every time I see a PvP question, I can answer it, but I'm like, maybe we should ask Travis first.
Yeah.
We have a question coming from just a pea shooter with a dream. I'm just gonna refer to you as pea shooter, just shorter. Pea shooter is asking, what's your favorite Axie? Some of you already know I love mechs. I like the way mechs are. I believe there'll be a rise of the mechs one day, and one day everyone's gonna want a mech, and I'm gonna be the guy sitting on mechs And I'm gonna say, "You've come to my shop. It is not for sale."
Which actually might be a
So
language, I
that's
think.
yeah. How about you, Travis? You have all sorts of Axies. What's your favorite?
Yeah, I would have to give my favorite to I'd have to say bug axes, but I don't like the bug body too much. But I would give it to bug axes as my favorite because I think they're the most tactical. They don't have the most damage. I don't even think maybe their highest damage card is the sandal slap with like 110 damage.
Mhm.
Other than that, everything's under 100, but they're super tactical with their discards, with their numbing, with their stuns. A lot of counterplay, a lot of mind games, a lot of putting people in awkward positions, and also like leaving some of it to chance too. So I think they're the most fun to play with because when you do master them, you really feel like you have control of the game, even though you're not just coming out with some brute force. So I would yeah, the chaining
Exactly.
combos, the cute bunny. So I guess cute bunny does 120. The cute bunny combos, the barb strike combos, the discards. I think they're the most fun. Now they're very fragile but very fun axes.
hmm Um, um, Luga asked, is it Luga? I'm sorry if I got that name wrong. Um, while building this community, what was the funniest or shocking message or moment you've experienced? The most shocking, I get a lot of DMs, surprisingly still. I get a lot. I don't know how people, I even have my DMs turned off, so people are still DMing me. Crazy. One time I was added to, I had two spammers that were friends with each other adding me to a group chat. It was weird. Um, Most shocking message I got is when someone promised they can get 50K SLP in a month. 50K. And I thought they were joking. But this person was dead serious. He's like, I can get 50K SLP this month. I died laughing. It was one of the most funniest messages I've ever seen in my life. I said, hey man, send your application and it'll be reviewed. 50K SLP was impressive. So that's one of the most funniest messages I've gotten. How about you?
For me, I think the most shocking thing for me was just some of the when I'm just open up Discord, maybe end of the day, finish doing everything I want to do for the day, and I see you guys sharing screen with a movie, or are you guys having a campfire, or are you
Mm.
guys having a doing something. I think not that I'm shocked that it happened, but it always hits me a little different, and it's definitely from the Gas Fam community. Puts a smile on my face, but that's definitely was the most shocking thing for me because everything else I try to calculate, so that was not calculated. But that's cool to see. That's cool to see. I think we should get maybe a couple more questions and kind of wrap it up. Anonymous asked, do you plan on having a meet and greets with the Gas Fam or any other big events or big plans for GA? That's asked by Anonymous. Um, as for now, not really. I mean, you guys don't even know what Ryan looks like. His ID has been kept. I mean, you guys have been drawing what you guys think Ryan looks like, and you guys have been doing a pretty good job.
Surprisingly,
Um,
they're very accurate.
Very
I think they could
surprisingly
literally like
very
ID me
accurate.
on the street. They could ID
Uh,
me on the street if they saw me.
yeah. As far as an in-person meet and greet, it might be tough because there are people from around the world. Now, yes, a lot are in the Philippines. To be honest, I would love to visit the Philippines one day. I can't make a promise yet. There's a lot of things we got to do, but that would be a cool thing to do one day. I won't promise it yet, but it'd be a definitely cool experience. But as far as an official meet and greet, we're on different sides of the world, so it'd be kind of tough to organize, but perhaps sometime in the future. But I can't promise anything
Yeah,
for you guys right now. Oh,
sure.
merch.
Vern asked a question.
Yeah.
Hello, are you planning on adding mods and keepers to the guild? I hope I won't sound offensive by asking this, but why is Aqua's a mod? What characteristics are you looking for? Why is Aqua's a mod? Anyone's been in Discord for a very long time, they will 100% know why Aqua's is a mod. They'll know why the Peacekeepers why they've been added. They know why Definon Sane has been added as a mod. Um, and it's the characteristics of a mod isn't say a certain type of like there's no rule set. It's just like right now the mod team is quite full in my opinion. Maybe once we pass the 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 mark, and if the mods feel like they want to bring someone on, then maybe we'll have a discussion. But as of now, mod team, I think it's pretty set. I like the system. I like how it's set up, and definitely like someone like Aquas is on the mod team and always hanging out around Discord and Twitch and everything. He has been critical to this community, and I greatly appreciate people like Aquas, and I appreciate everyone who continues to emulate that kind of energy. So, to answer your question about why, it's the energy, the vibe, the actual wanted to see this community grow, because if we grow, everyone benefits greatly. Right? Every scholar will benefit. You guys will see the full power of Generation Axie once we have access to land gameplay and resources and Axie, because we just started.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this a million times, but like all this happened in the span of about 90 days. Is it about 90 days?
Yeah, 90 days.
So, yeah, about 90 days. So, huge.
Even less. All right, approaching the hour and a half mark, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think we got a good finishing question that we can have with you guys, for you guys, and it's done by Biggie, one of our now newest scholars. What are some random fun facts about you, Ryan, and I guess myself, I'll follow after. Do you have any random fun facts about you so people could know, try to identify you a little more?
Random fun facts about me. Random fun fact, actually, a lot of people don't realize in the art community section as well is that I'm actually a designer. So I design products, I design web applications. I'm a UI designer. So like I understand art typography. I understand color theory. I went to school for design. So many of you didn't actually know about that, which is why I always appreciate people's art in any form. It doesn't have to, because I suck at illustration. I'm really bad at it. So I'm always impressed by it. Other forms of art is what always interests me.
Yeah, and that's definitely why Ryan is in charge of the Discord, the colors for the names, all that stuff. I see the color wheel and I'm like, wait, what's the difference between this color and this color? And he's always, if I'm ever trying to make a little poster or something, he's always there to help fix it, to make it look a little more clean, even for layouts and stuff like that. So that's definitely cool. Fun fact. For me, I don't know what the level of randomness. You guys kind of know me a little bit from the stream. Fun fact. Let's see, some random. I'll just shoot a couple just to hit different places. Starting from the base, I could actually move my eyebrows individually. You know that like one eyebrow up, one eyebrow down thing? Yeah, I could do that with both eyebrows, and I could move one of my ears by itself.
Actually, I didn't. You could move your ears?
Yeah, I could. That's a random
cool.
fun fact. I'm also, if you guys don't know, because I guess I'm sitting a lot, I'm relatively tall. I played 4 years of basketball, professional basketball in Europe, so I measure out at 2 meters exactly, or if you about 6'7.5". So relatively tall. I come from a tall family, period. So got a lot of length in my family.
I'm 6'4", so I'm tall, but you're still just above me.
Just a head above. Just a head above. We're both pretty tall, actually. Yeah. Just as a random fun fact. I'm about to get my hair cut today. That's a random fact. But yeah.
Yeah, awesome. But yeah, like, thank you to everyone who's come out this AMA. This is actually a lot longer than our last one. I will be answering some questions within the AMA inbox channel through text, obviously. If someone has a burning desire question that they didn't feel answered, definitely send it in there. I will be doing text responses now. So, but for the most part, thank you to everyone. Shout outs to everyone who's been here. shout out to all the new scholars. Guys, welcome to Generation Axie.
Yes.
This, you have a scholarship with us as long as you want a scholarship with us.
Hmm.
You are here for life. So, welcome. This is just the beginning. You haven't even touched a year. Like we thought, oh, we're gonna have all this stuff by the end of the year. We did it in 90 days.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for all of you, and thank you for those who are continuing to be patient. I know, like me and Travis are not the fastest at bringing scholarships because and we don't have a perfect system. But again, thank you for all those who have been patient. A lot of you who have gotten scholarship right now have been extremely patient, and we've been waiting for a very long time. And thank you. We honestly do. You make this community a better place, and your patience will be rewarded.
Yes. So yes, thank you for everybody continuously growing the community, hanging out with us. Again, like Ryan said, being patient. We're working our best we can. We're trying to see this through and continue pushing with the Gas Fam. But yes, you know that a scholarship with us is a scholarship for life. We're very happy when we choose our scholars, onboard our scholars, and we do our best to help you guys as you guys are doing your best to represent Generation Axie to the world.
Exactly. So this does conclude the end of the AMA. We are at 7 minutes over, but again, this does conclude the ending. Thank you. Oh, I see someone in the chat talking about Jollibee. One just opened up when I was walking downtown, so I'm definitely gonna try Jollibee. This is the second time I've heard it.
Okay.
I know it's random, but I just saw someone talking about it. As this does conclude the ending. Thank you so much for all of you.
Have a good evening if you're in the Philippines, afternoon or morning, wherever you are in the world. And
Yes, definitely.
talk to you guys soon.
Talk to you guys soon.
For everybody that's still in the Twitch channel, thank you for the support. I was reading lots of hearts, lots of lots of love in the chat. Appreciate it a lot. I won't be streaming because we're a little tight on schedule. Got to onboard all the new scholars, get the team set up and made and set up. So I guess I'll also be saying goodbye here. I don't think we're gonna raid anyone today either. But thank you for showing up. And have a good rest of the evening. And I won't be streaming tomorrow, so I'll see you guys on Monday for Marble Mondays.